contest. Our we will win in toil, love and peace. Live ever true, always strong, and deep endearment forevermore.
We thank you because you keep your promises. We that you are going to be here in our midst. And what
children of Mbirboh Government School, remember you, because we are friends, and you. We the children of Mbirboh Government School are very glad to welcome you today. We shall think of you, we shall remember you, because we are friends. And you, because we are friends. You, because we are you, because we the children. We shall think of you, you are friends.
My dear parents, the honorable guest, the donor, you are welcome to Mbirboh here. You are already glad to have the opportunity to have a look behind, to look at your own people, especially these small ones who are growing up. We do not know what God has inspired in them, and we know that joy. Today's life is a difficult world, and all of what you have at heart, it is expressed through all these gifts. And because of your good prayers, God has given you people that chance to obtain this gift. And because you have decided not to take it yourself, go back home and share to my small ones so that tomorrow they will also have a step ahead. Because these are materials for their education. Assist the children to go prosperously the way they are supposed to live. You know that education is the first thing on earth. Second to life. When you are living and you have education, you live better. We know that, Mr. Waters. And I want to remember that someone who has a pinch from any level will always remember it and reflect on it and do what will help another person. I know that it is from experience that it has lived to see that in the world there are some of us, many of us we have no parents. Either your father has died or your mother has died and you are struggling to learn and you have problems. There is no means. But because of that reflection and the love and the compassion that he has for us, he has taken us somewhere and he gives it to him and he is not taking it for himself. That we have expressed our sincere thanks to them and we are praying that they should go further than ever before. Thank you very much.
Sandu Mula, Sandu Yamba, Sandu Dunje.
Our honorable guests, dear parents, dear children, good morning. I have the pleasure this morning to stand before you just to introduce to you who our donor is. Find the young man seated here with us, plus our honorable guests with whom they have come right away from Yaoundé. I want to briefly talk about the background from which he comes. He lost his father when he was still very young, at the age of 4. When he lost the father, imagine in those days at the age of 4, I'm sure, were you in class 1? Class 1. The aunts and the mother who is here present. The mother of Mr. Walters and the sister-in-law, they struggled, plus other uncles in the family. They struggled with this young man until he's what he is today. Mr. Adam made a statement that experience is the first teacher in a nutshell. what you have paid taste of it, and you can feel for somebody in the same situation better than somebody who has never passed through that situation. I'm very proud of you, man. We are happy that as the product of this institution, you are back here. This is the second time. Last year he came, children of this institution, and he went to the technical school and he talked to the students there. As God would have it, this year he's coming in full swing. A lower box here, and you see that table there is for the children of the technical school. Before us, for the children who will benefit. Ahead of this table with the school bags and their content, you have writing materials and some books for teachers. In Mbirboh here, we don't use money to do things, but we use, we work with our consciences, we work with our heart, as the Mumma will always say it. We don't work with money, but we work with what? When you have this, I say, please, dear parent, this is somebody who has been an orphan from primary 1. He had no father. I quite remember Auntie Irene. She used to fry with this masa with the takwana. That's what they have sponsored this young man with it, and he is feeling for people who orphans like him. Say maybe there's one today who does not even have an aunt like me who can struggle as my aunt used to struggle. Maybe who does not have a mother who's still strong as my mother and my aunt. They put their heads together to help me. Let me help them. He's not able to donate these things because he has the money. Please, he is giving out of nothing. It is because of the love and the concern that he has for the orphans and the vulnerable children that out of the little thing that I've given him, he stretched his hands. These are the type of people we should pray for them. She's coming right away from Yaoundé.
Children, good morning. I stand here on behalf of Teach Connect. We are an association made up of teachers and administrators of different walks of life. We are out to help children because we are focused more on education. We are out to promote and energize teachers and people when it comes to education. And I'm representing Teach Connect here, and he happens to be a new member of Teach Connect, and I find his idea very, very interesting. When I spoke with him, I was so fascinated by the way he was talking. He presented himself very simple, and I assured him that even if the association don't partake in it, I will personally they see the need that others should grow. We haven't got much. I've not gone through the other stages like lacking of parents, not having somebody to stand there. I grew up with my both parents. I had everything I wanted, all the education I wanted, and I studied very hard because I know their value. And I think some of them don't actually know that they have so much potential. They are very valuable to the society. If they are not there, the society will be nothing. Walters, he's a friend. I consider him already like a friend and a brother, because when I said I'm not sure I will partake in this event, he said no, I don't want any other person but you. I said why? He said just you I want. I said okay, I'll do my best. And I happened to take permission for 2 days, just 2 days. I've never gone through such a thing before. It was so difficult for me. But I'm very grateful and I'm happy for this experience. Something for themselves, if not to help others, but to help their nearest family, like what he is doing, that immediate family, because he's helping his immediate family. So I'm very, very happy. I've not had much discuss with too many people, but I find the community very, very welcoming.
Ya mawi ba ya tawi wewe ba fur keke so ta me lon fisi ina de yon shiwi and ke la wi fu bonbon and support me jo and ma shi so abar giti ni ba tanti ni ka na obirin yu so fa ka simo yu yo we fa icha ya si non na and ko ma shim fe ana yu mo so we tura give ba tanti ni ayu mo gorse ni boha mo chuna ka ana wiringa wella yara mo bisine otu training arin bote Botogo yamu ichutine. Yamu biavune. Ate kontom jinowe. Igiwe oni mi class faxi. Beroka babi o kenwe yo e yo ka e. Oye mweka. Igibo afaka. So me yon shi yan fixi na. Aku lo menembi la muyu ya ban zibara. Imi mfane amon fedo. Tebi mo fumo ko jame la nzimbomi. Working through in life, ye bu God. Im we fi, ye ni we buse, aringu jejeje. Sombi la mena ku jogwana jejeje wa. Highness, the Fon of Mbot. His Highness, the Sub-Chief of Yamba, Faingasa, the head teachers, fellow colleagues, all invited guests, dear students and pupils, ladies and gentlemen, accept warm greetings during this humanitarian gesture. You have all sacrificed your precious time so that we can jointly encourage these children and the learners together. This is the second edition of the donation of didactic materials in GS Mbirboh Mbot. During the first edition, on the 20th of September 2013, only 21 pupils and 7 teachers and a single school benefited from these didactic materials. We have over 104 pupils and students, 14 teachers and 7 schools selected from Mbirboh Mbot. I cannot stand here to boast of my personal efforts in doing this. I'll seize this opportunity to thank the various people, Farmer Tanto, Mr. Francis Fiekfu, Mr. Akwa Isi, Teach Connect, which is highly represented here by Miss Mire Ekane, Mr. and Mrs. Tamufo, Mr. and Mrs. Osongo, Mr. and Mrs. Wamba, Mr. and Mrs. Tanju, Mr. and Mrs. Nga, Mr. and Mrs. Awa, Mr. and Mrs. Kemetia, the head teacher of the Nursery School, PNEU School, and her staff, the Mr. and Mrs. Ernest, the staff of PNEU School, the Class 6 pupils, and the Humanitarian Club of PNEU School. Not forgetting the parents of especially all the Class 6 pupils, and have believed in what I am doing, or individuals as well as groups who have advised as well as supported me in one way or the other. You seated here today, there is no wonder why people who have been giving keep giving. I noticed that there is joy in giving. Also, you may be very surprised why people do not give or help. While others have gone through difficulties and hard times and are soft, others have gone through this hard time and are very hard. Encourage other youths to think about others and a way forward in development for their purposes, so that it will encourage someone who may be willing to come and support you to do so next time. And also, you should be aware that the life you are going to face as you are growing up is not a bed of roses. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm proud of my mother who is here present. Proud of my teacher that will lead to the development of this community. We should stop thinking about our lives. Life has not been good to me, and that has helped me to be what I am today. Maybe if I was enjoying, I couldn't have been what I am today. It's because maybe I suffered that I'm able to stand here and talk to you. I pray that as I leave this place today, God will help all of us. Thank you. There are 94 bags here, and we have books, about 420 80 leaves exercise books. I did it in a way that it should meet these children at their point of need. The smallest bags here are for the nursery and sharpeners, those things. And in front of me as well, I have 10 envelopes here. Still be going to our children.
Okay, class 2, see a month.
Sandra, how are you?
Muchoko.
Ronaldo?
Yes, Cash Price. Okay, that is all. We are moving to Chase Mula. Dalla Zephaniah. Yanga Febe.
The principal duties import head teachers, sub-chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, of thanks presented by Tangwa Rosen on behalf of all the beneficiaries during the reception of gifts from Mr. Charles. We are very grateful to receive you today. We thank you for the financial and material support you have given us. We wish you and your partners a safe journey back to Yaoundé. We love you very much.
Okay, let's cheer for her.
Head teachers, dear parents, and workers in Torach. We appreciate you so much for what you have done for us. This is your second edition. I really let the parents know that I've never seen a son as such. Thank you, workers. Hey, will you permit me talking to my daddy? That is the gig anymore. Mendonela, Mekon, Radivo Bimoka. Radivo Bimokanyo.
Nếu wine si fam wange chetu tombe. Yive ne bu mo sine ngam ringa elo ringa. Ngam ba fa yu ga lo fa yu. Wetin ba fune ba fu ga lo fure. Yo sine ntu kwa.
Melong fe ha. Ari yo shi bi tana. Binge ha wewe. Ola ne o temina no tontine na. Afa wat as ne nu mebu.
The first thing I'd like to say is it's good to feel for your people, to feel for your homeland, to feel for people who are unable to make it. Personally, I cannot make it, but I see some other people who are far behind. That is why I've just decided that I should help them in my own possible way to put a helping hand. And that is what brought me here for this second edition of the donation of didactic materials in this school. I'm very happy that it has passed on successfully. I'm very happy for my Teach Connect partner who accompanied me right from Yaoundé. In fact, it was a tedious journey, but I'm happy that it has been a success. I thank the head teacher of Government School who sacrificed all her time to organize all this. All the parents who were around and all the children, I'm happy seeing them around, and I'm happy for the teachers. I'm happy for my village. I just want this to be like an eye-opener to all the youths, to all the people of Mbot and to other communities. Even out of Cameroon, you should know that God has destined you for something, and you should know that you cannot only give from abundance. You can give from the little you have. You can change a whole community, you can change a nation, and the world we are crying that is bad, you can change
like
it.
Any community which is still developing, is still all in its natural state. People of the community are very welcoming. I think it's a place that will develop in the years to come by, due to the handwork of Mr. Walters, who is putting in place charitable, cool materials in order to enable the peoples of his community to grow. I think it's a promising community to the nearest future. I would say it's a privilege for me to be here in order to partake in this giving, which is all from the heart. And it only takes a man who is God-fearing, a man who has a mind of development, probably a man who has in heart to see that his community grows to be like any other developed community. It only takes a heart, a generous heart, to attain to this level to which Mr. Walters is.
Very happy for this young man, Mr. Walters, and for the gift he has brought for the less privileged children in this school. We are so grateful. I'm really challenged by what this young man has done. I quite remember some few years back, I taught him in this very school, and today he's back here. I'm back here also as a head teacher, and he has come to help the children. I'm so grateful. May the Lord God Almighty.
We are saying that because God loves us and has given us food, in the same way, what you have brought from other friends, when you go back with this bag, there are Irish potatoes there. We share two each of our friends. Thank you very much.
It is much when God is in it. All our hearts.